There he is.
Yep. Boy.
Whoa, now there's a good fish.
That's a nice fish, boy.
That's a good one.
Well, when you get in them like this, you can't wait to get back in.
I'm going to go right past the cameraman in the back of the boat. That's good fish.
Today we're in southwest Louisiana, Hackberry, Louisiana, at the Hackberry Rod and Gun. We're after the redfish. Now normally, prior to a program, you can't guarantee fish, but I will guarantee you redfish today, and probably a lot of redfish, because my guide never misses. His name is Terry Shaughnessy, and also guarantee you a good time. Stay with us, we'll be back. Terry Shaughnessy always told me you got to get down here and fish for the reds. I'm with Terry Shaughnessy, Hackberry Rod and Gun in Hackberry, Louisiana. Terry, we're here. I've heard so much about the reds. Tell me a little bit about it, where we're going to go, what we're going to use.
I can tell this is another no-pressure trip.
Oh, yeah. You never have any pressure.
No, listen, the fish are in. They came in September. They've been in for a month now, a month and a half. And lots of them. We're going to go back into bayous, back into marshes, and where the water is dropping out of these marshes this time of year. A little front moved in on us, and they're not like bass. They don't quit. These things are going to sit there, and we're going to catch them. And we're going to be throwing two or three types of baits. The soft plastics, and this is what they call a cock-a-hoe minnow here. And it's got the little tail on it for the action like that. Quarter-ounce lead head, and we're going to take that bait and work it just like the old walleye fishermen did and smallmouth bass fishermen with a little jig, marabou jig. And the other bait is going to be the rattle trap. Now this is a chrome rattle trap. We'll try the chromes, golds, we'll find out what color. The primary thing they're doing is the shrimp have moved out more. And these redfish are in here and they're feeding on finger mullet, cock-a-hoe minnows or mud minnows and crabs. So we're going to try to imitate the minnow baits and try to get them. And we're going to catch a lot of fish. I mean, we're talking, folks, you're going to see 50 to 100 fish. I don't know, I'm confident about it. They're going to run anywhere from that big up to 10, 12 pounds because these reds have moved in and they've become super popular fish. Since,
why?
Well, that black and redfish that they came out with, everybody found out how good they were. Eating-wise, they're just a fine.
All right, how much fun are they to catch?
Oh, Norm, they're not too much fun. They just tear your arms.
Here it comes.
Tear your arms off your shoulders. No, they fight just like smallmouth bass. If smallmouth bass would get up into the 20, 30, 40-pound bracket. I mean, these fish will get big.
Sounds like fun. I can't wait. Let's go.
Let's go get them right now. We'll show them something.
All right, let me put that back here. It's already rigged. Marsh back here keeps the wind off of you too when you're fishing.
Yeah, we can find these cuts. I'm going to roll it up and get this thing right up on top. Got some shallow stuff we're going through, and then we'll sit there and break free, get out and run along the edge of these canals, and we'll get back in that marsh and fish when the water's coming out in the bayous. And Little Pecan Marsh and bayous is what we're going to be fishing. I'm going to take the jack plate up just a little bit. Hold on, Katie, we're going. We got about 6 inches of water we got to run for about a half a mile, and then we'll be there. This boat only draws 7, so don't worry about a thing. You'll love it once you get used to it. We'll stay along this shoreline right here, and that way we're protected from the wind, and we'll get a lot of this water we're running across right now is 1.5 to 2 foot deep. And the fish we're going after, everything that we're going to be trying to catch, they're going to be out of that 2 foot of water, they're going to be hanging in about 6 foot of water. In the bayous where it's coming out in that shallow water, they should stack up in there. You're going to catch fish in this this size right here, well, I'm going to catch them out of, Okay, what we're doing is we'll ease in this bayou right here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to anchor up right off this little point. And we got all this marsh out here in the background. And we should have redfish right back in here on this oyster bed.
Well, let's give it a shot.
So let's just go up here and that's a...
You didn't already.
There, I got them already.
You didn't already. Oh, come on.
Let me slip that anchor over right here. And we'll get
That's
that.
unbelievable.
We'll get that, see? What's unbelievable is I still got them on.
Terry, you caught that fish before you
there
dropped
he's off.
anchor.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that was.
It's a great way to open up the
Oh,
show,
that'd have
pull
been
you in,
outstanding.
and point to it. So I'm just gonna.
That was an old guide trick, wasn't it?
That was an old guide trick, and I tell you what, it worked.
It worked again. You think it fooled the people?
First man there is gonna catch him. I should have pointed the other direction for you.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, let's fish right here. We might move the boat 10, 12 foot, but this ought to...
You gonna let me move up in front, though?
Yeah, come on, you get right up in the front here and let me set
So
up
I can wake them up, right?
No, I need somebody to pull that anchor when it's time to go.
Oh. All right, over here and let it drift.
Let it drift. You got a bayou right here. You have everything coming out, and we're going to catch a lot of fish. And there's going to be a lot of yearlings, which is fine. You know, we're getting a big comeback in these redfish. They had a lot of commercial pressure put on them, and when that black and redfish craze went, there he is. Oh, oh.
Another old guide trick. No, they're hitting, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Let them run. Just keep your thumb off. Okay. Got yourself a redfish. The way he's fighting.
Yeah.
Just take your time with them. I'll get mine in on that. I'm going to bring them right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Fighting
Oh,
a
little
bit.
redfish, little rat. Or what we'll say is, it's a mouse rat.
A mouse red. They're pretty fish, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's pretty. Look at, I'll show you something. See the spot? Channel bass, they're called up on these. See the spot on his tail?
Yeah.
You got a little spot right there on them, and get some sun on them. You got the spot, and just a pretty little fish. Now this size right here,
Eaten.
Well, yeah, but it's illegal to keep in our
Okay.
state right now. You're allowed 5 man, but you want them at 17 inches plus.
Okay.
Everybody says 16 inches. Make them 17 inches.
Okay.
And you'll see, we're going to catch a bunch of them today, and that fish will get to be 50 pounds.
Is that
That's
right?
the Gulf of Mexico.
What's the, is it a red drum? Is it just a red fish?
Red drum is drum family of black drum, red drum. And if you catch one more of that bait, I'm going that color. I'm going to fish this. Usually they'll hit the dark colors first.
The tide's moving pretty good.
Tide's actually moving faster than we want. We want the tide to slow down. And on the last of the outgoing tide, the fish seem to really turn on, and then they'll turn on for about the first hour of the incoming tide.
Uh-huh.
And
I got another one. I got
you
another
know,
one here.
now,
What a guide! What a guide!
this is, it's one of the lousier spectator sports that I know of. I'm
Thanks.
glad you're hitting the little ones.
Yeah. I'm
Let 'em
saving the
set
big
there.
ones for you. But what I'm learning,
There, I said, just pop that line.
what I'm learning is, well, it's the line.
Oyster.
When you're fishing the oyster bed, you want to check your line every now
Check
and then because
every time you feel it hitting, see, cut right above that, right where it's straight up.
anytime you feel the oysters, you know what's going on with the oysters. That's why I lost that big one a while ago. That
I
real
want
big
one where I have to put my hands in the gills and go, now Norm, this is a fish. Let me let her go. There we go.
Well, that's what
Now you see that so much better. I went down with my hand.
A little bit better release.
Instead of the NFL in the end zone play.
Well, shoot, let's
You actually want me to put this back on
yeah,
yours,
let's
don't you?
do it again. I like to.
You want to try my bait for a while,
Sure,
Norm?
let me have
on
your
this?
rod and reel. I'll show you how it's done. This is okay. I think this line's okay.
You know, I give...
There's a little one right there. I don't know if you want to.
I'll go up the bottom. Go ahead and push the button. You know, I give fishing seminars all around the area on light tackle saltwater fishing. You don't mind if I quote you in a minute? You don't mind if I go, hello, I'm Terry Shaughnessy, and what I'd like to do is tell you how Norm catches these fish. We'll get it.
Let you do it every day.
Well, Palomar knot. You got that on there? I'm going to show you folks something. A double bund line, I ran it through. I'm going to take the greatest little knot. Don't tighten it all the way, but then just drop a loop on it. What I've just done is put 2 pieces of line on that hook instead of 1. Great, great knot.
I think it's a pretty good one, Terry.
You got one there?
Yeah.
I just had one smack this too.
It might be a pretty good one here, I don't know.
I got one here. Hit that rattle
We got
trap.
a double?
Yep.
Oh boy, it's a tough way to live, isn't it?
Go ahead and pull them out.
Get them out.
You know, people always say, I wonder what the poor people are doing today.
Well, some of us are fishing.
The rest of us are guiding.
That's right. Look at here. You don't want to give up.
Good. Just pump him.
Oh, let him go.
There we
That's
go.
not a bad fish out there.
No, he's just tough.
There he is.
Don't you let mine bite the head off of
No,
him.
I won't. Look at that. You got them both right there.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to get mine out here and just slip them right up on the deck.
All right.
Okay, got it. Slide yours up on the deck.
And see that yours is much bigger than mine.
Yes,
All right, now,
but-
question here.
Okay, the answer is yes, I can get yours off faster,
Quicker, so I can get back
quicker,
in.
so you can get back out and catch another one.
Again, you're using the rattle trap.
I'm using a rattle trap. I use that chrome rattle trap this time. I've been
right.
changing colors, just trying to see. And
They have a tendency to be attracting
a little bit bigger fish.
a little bit bigger fish
Yep.
than the
And
minnow type one.
I'm going to put one on yours in a second.
Sure, we'll give it a shot.
If I hit a couple more, but you're actually. Hey, that's a chrome one.
Uh-huh.
I'm showing that chrome, and you know, and the fish. See, it's a small bait, medium fish, small bait, big fish.
Big fish.
And just here we go. They're good. And watch how. Let me check this line for this little phrase. Okay, watch how. Go burn a little footage for you guys, but watch how I work this. I'm going to show you. I'm choking it like so, and I'm not buzzing it
Right.
like the bass boys down
Right.
low like this.
Right.
I'm letting it go down, and I'm pumping it, winding down, pull, and I feel it to go. And if it starts to fall, that's when they hit it.
Are you getting the rattle moving?
Oh yeah.
Because without
when I
that,
pull it like this,
yeah, that gets it.
there he is. Oh, I missed him. I'm feeling it. But I like to lift it up on these oysters, get her down.
I got it.
Got him?
I got him the second time around.
And I'm going to run up.
Terry, this is a pretty good sized fish, I think.
Come out here to the back. Walk right to the
I'm
back.
gonna have to move back behind the boat then.
Walk right down the gunnel.
He might not be as big as.
Well, it's not going to move. Have you ever, here, get your hat straight, you got people watching you.
Yeah, we got.
Can you look up, turn your head
Turn your head around so you can see hackberry. You get it?
There, I got him.
Oh my goodness. Can't beat fun at the old
Oh,
ballpark,
boy.
somebody once said. Hey, this is a nice fish.
Oh,
There
pretty,
he is.
pretty red.
Yep.
Pretty red.
Yep, there he is.
I'll tell you what, we'll catch a couple more, we'll head back to the house.
Uh-huh.
And you can sit there and
Tell Martha.
see Martha.
Boy, this
and
fish don't wanna quit.
hospitality, and we'll go look how many geese came in.
All right. This fish does not want to quit.
Yep, I got a little better fish here too.
Well, the bigger ones are starting to turn on a little bit then. He is deep, and he's going deeper. It's all right, we're not going to give up. Oh, what
Okay, hand me
fun.
that net right there.
What fun this is. Now you going there? There he is. Terry, he's not ready yet. Hear the drag?
Go ahead and put them out.
Yeah.
Pull them out of there.
Let me get this out of the way so we don't get the... I can't get one hand around him, Terry. I don't mean to be smart, but...
Let him sit there for a second.
That's how big he is.
There goes. I got this one right here.
Another one right here. Yeah, he took all of this one, too.
Let's see if I can get him up without. There we go. Let me set this down here. And
They don't, a lot of times, get away when that treble hook's got him.
no, see, this hit him on the outside of the mouth.
Yeah.
But let me hold this fish up and.
Well, at least you didn't hurt him anyway.
No, he's not hurt.
That's a nice fish. catch a mess of those a day, you'd have a ball,
That's a
wouldn't you?
nice, that's a nice one. Stay tuned for a commercial, because you're going to see more of these when we get back. There he is.
Yep. Boy,
Whoa, now there's a good
that's
fish.
a nice fish, boy.
That's a good one.
Well, when you get in them like this, you can't wait to get back in.
I'm going to go right past the cameraman in the back of the boat. That's
All right.
good fish. Here we go.
Don't go in a drink.
Not in this boat. Whoa.
Is he going to beat you?
No. He might do a lot of things, but look at him. I'll tell you what, we've hooked him. It'll happen. It'll happen more than not.
Yeah.
You got to pull the anchor and follow him.
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, there would be nothing wrong with that. That'd be a lot of fun. But if that would be the
Whoa.
case, how big are you talking? 10, 12?
Pardon
20?
me?
When you have to, whoa, that thing is dragging.
See, you don't thumb it. When he goes, let him go. And as that diameter gets smaller and smaller, it's getting tighter. So actually back off on your drag a little bit. That's what people don't understand. When you test that drag, when that bait's at the tip of this rod, look at him, he's still going. When you test this bait at the tip of your rod, and your diameter's that big around, it'll be nice and smooth. When they start running, that diameter starts doing this, it is doubling. And that's why even with the boys fishing the marlin offshore, they're fishing 80-pound test line, but they only put on 16-pound, 14-pound drag on that fish because they know that fish is going to rip off 400 or 500 yards of line so fast that it's got to go smooth. And you know, that's a big problem we have with our bass fishermen. They have no idea what power is.
Yeah.
They nail that bass and they crank it and they flip it in the boat or it's off. These fish right here, you don't crank them in the boat.
No, you don't.
You fight them.
Yeah.
You beat the fish.
You don't horse them.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's going strong.
I got one playing with mine down there.
Nail him. See, and I check that drag like that. I'll pull it when I'm winding it.
Am I in your way there?
Go ahead and wind yours in. He's
Because
coming up here.
He is moving you everywhere.
Look at him go.
Let me get this in and get the net.
You know, I can't control this fish right here.
Yeah. Well, he's going to do what he wants to do.
Yep.
Just wear him out. Before he wears you out. Oh,
There
yeah.
he goes. There he goes.
Yeah. He's still quite a ways out. He's going deep on you, isn't he?
Now we got him back in about 2/3 of the way. Fish got out there about 70 yards.
He is all over that water out there.
Look at him up on the surface.
Yep. He's all over that water.
There he went down, diving.
You got the minnow on there.
Right, I'm fishing a cockahole minnow on it. And these things, see how the tide is slowing down and these fish got real active, water cleaned up for us. And it'll be like this. We'll literally catch them every cast for about the next hour.
Wow. Wow.
Or I should say we'll have them hit.
That's how you hit the 100 fish a day.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's just
And you know what? If you catch 100 of these fish a day, by evening time, you're going to be worn out, you know? Seriously.
You are, first of all, I'm talking 2 and 3 people catching them because I don't think there's one man that's physically capable
Not
of
100.
going. Well, time-wise.
Yeah.
Time-wise. I've been fighting this one right now for
5
6
minutes,
minutes.
yeah.
5, 6 minutes. And time I get him in and take him off, here he comes up. Whoa.
You thought he was coming up.
Whoa. And this is where you can break him off. Don't horse him when you think you got him beat. Look at, see, he's running.
Yeah, you had him up right by the boat. Now he's
Look at
30
him
feet back out
dashing
there
back
again.
towards the boat.
Yep.
Okay. Whoa.
Don't lose this one, Terry. I want to see it.
Slow down.
If you don't hurry, I'm going to cut your line.
Yeah, okay.
Because, see, my line's
I don't
not in.
mind.
I'm not in. I'm not able to fish when you're doing this. Nice fish.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll bring him around this other side.
Okay. You think?
See how light colored he was?
Yeah.
Came out of the marsh.
Okay.
He's been back in there, and people are going to notice the mud on the bottom of the boat. That's when we tried to go back in and couldn't get through some of the sandbars.
Right.
Try to. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna. You're gonna cut me off in the motor.
He's going to get you in the motor, isn't he?
Give me a little bit of room. Okay, here he comes.
Going to bring him back over here.
Here he comes.
It's a nice fish.
Yeah, good fish.
We'll get underneath him here.
You got him.
Yep, you got him. Nice
I'm
job.
set right there.
That's a nice fish, Terry.
Lift her up a little bit, Norm. Okay, right there.
Now that's a fish.
Here we go.
Isn't he beautiful?
Isn't that a good red?
Wow.
Oh, look at this. Barely hooked. Watch. Pop.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Nice
that's
job.
why you
did
set
a
the
nice
drag
job
like
on it.
that. Now, hold on. Look at that fish.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And you folks don't think you're going to have fun in Louisiana?
Wow. Well, there's not really too much more I can tell you. You saw it on today's program. I told you at the top we'd catch a lot of fish. I just really wasn't ready for as many fish as we caught. You only saw a portion of the redfish that we actually put into the boat, but that's what happens when you fish with a guy like Terry Shaughnessy. You stay with us now, because in just a minute we're going to put up the address on the screen where you'll be able to write and get in touch with Terry Shaughnessy here at the Hackberry Rod and Gun. My thanks once again to Terry and to his lovely wife Martha Shaughnessy at the Hackberry Rod and Gun. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
For additional information on how you can enjoy the same fun and excitement that you saw on today's program, just write to us at Wagner's Outdoor America, P.O. Box 5, Washington, Illinois 61571. Also, we invite your comments and suggestions, not only on today's program, but in programs to follow. And if there's something special that you'd like to see, just let us know by writing to the same address.